Travel back in time to the 80s. Reliving the music.
You can't have the Pretenders' first album. That's mine.
I bought it.
You did not. The catchphrases.
Did you have a brain tumor for breakfast?
And the wannabes.
Sometimes I see me dance around the house in my underwear. Doesn't make me Madonna. Never will.
Because just like you, we're stuck in the 80s.
Can you say stuck in the 80s?
Hey, welcome to Stuck in the 80s. It's your host, Spearsy, and we are here still floating on a magical ship of dreams somewhere in the Caribbean with my friend Brad in L.A.
Brad in L.A. in the Caribbean, baby. I love me here.
You are great. You are on all the time.
I'm having a great time. It's just, you got to start with about 6 cups of coffee, and then you just ride the wave.
Yes, exactly. It is Wednesday here on The 80s Cruise 2018 edition. Performing with us on this trip, Rick Springfield, Berlin, Loverboy, Billy Ocean, Lou Gramm, Thomas Dolby, Katrina,
Tommy Two-Tone.
The list goes on and on. But we wanted to catch you up. It's been a couple of days since we checked in with a podcast, and we wanted to let you know what's going on. So
we didn't sink.
We're still.
We did our muster drill. The crew had their special drill today. Katie saw someone in the hallway with like the fire suit on. And she's like, "Brad, there's a fire on the boat." I'm like, "No, it's a drill today."
Like, okay. Yeah. We're currently tied up outside of Ocho Rios, Jamaica. This is the last foreign country. Well, no, there's not really last foreign country. I think is we still have to stop in the Bahamas for one more trip.
We got a beach day coming up on Friday just to kind of take the edge off.
So here's what has happened since we talked to you last. One of the most amazing shows we've seen on the 80s Cruise in the 3 years that we've been here, Lou Gramm of Foreigner.
There's a guy that, again, I keep saying this, I didn't have a lot of expectations for, but man, he hit his spots. He sounded great. The band was tight.
Yeah.
And just top to bottom, hit after hit.
I'll tell you what was amazing. Yeah, you hit on it right there. When you go on the 80s Cruise, sometimes you get performers who, they had like 5 or 6 or 7 amazing hits in the 80s, and then they might have some newer stuff they want to play, or they might have some older stuff that maybe you didn't quite
catalog stuff, or things that were maybe if you didn't have the album, you didn't know that song on side 2.
Right. But Lou Gramm's set was hit after hit after hit. I mean, I don't know how many songs he played, but every one of them
it was 90 minutes of solid gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
His stage banter was great. His voice was strong.
Here's the one problem Lou Gramm had, and Katie pointed this out to me, and then I couldn't unsee it. He's wearing dad jeans.
He's a granddad.
He's a rocker. He should be wearing skinny black jeans. I don't care if they don't fit. That's what you wear, bro.
No, nobody wants to see Lou Gramm in skinny black jeans.
Well, apparently Katie did.
Well, that's a whole other issue.
She is crazy. Look at who she married.
Yeah. So that was a couple nights ago, and that was fantastic. And Lou was the talk of the boat the next day. The crowd was all chanting Lou, and he did this amazing Q&A. I heard we weren't there because we were hosting another trivia session, and now I wish we had been there. I hear he was funny, self-deprecating. He told some amazing stories about his time in Foreigner. And as somebody pointed out, by the way, during his entire show on the ship, he never says the word foreigner.
Right.
Never once, not once.
It does not appear in the banter.
Yeah.
And yet, the music sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it does. The next night, we had an equally incredible show. Billy Ocean performed while we were docked outside of Falmouth, Jamaica.
Yeah. They were this year's sweep in, do their sets, and sweep back off again. Like, okay, I didn't necessarily need to see Billy Ocean in the omelet line. But, he gets up there and he starts his set, and maybe 4 Billy Ocean songs. So you're kind of like, okay, well, we'll get those at the end. What are we going to do up front? And the band's playing, and it's just grooving. And you realize that you're just kind of snapping or tapping your fingers. You're having a good time, even though you don't really know the music. It's just fun. And then they get to the stuff and the energy in the theater just went through the roof.
Right. And I know there's some people out there, because I've seen the comments on Facebook about, I never need to hear... get out of my dreams, get into my car again.
Oh, yeah.
But if you hear it live...
I'm solidly in that camp where I'm like, I can't believe that we're celebrating this song. And last night, what am I doing? I'm singing it at the top of my frickin' lungs.
Yeah.
Along with everybody in the theater.
The magic of a live performance in an intimate venue.
Right. With an energized and enthusiastic performer who's having it's hard not to have fun with them when they're clearly having so much fun.
And you've got a super, super engaged audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the magic of the 80s cruise right there, boys and girls.
Right. So we're halfway through the cruise now, and we're halfway through our trivia sessions. Brad and I host the big 80s trivia each year on the boat. And it's themed this year, so we have the 4 themes. We have boozing in the 80s, fun and games in the 80s. Today, here shortly, ladies of the 80s, featuring our guest host, Katrina. Kind of freaking out about that. We'll tell you more about that the next time we talk. But we wanted to give you a sample of some of the questions that we've been asking people and see if you think they're too easy or too hard.
In what way does the author's use of the prison...
Okay, so here's some of the questions. This is the easy one for today, for later. In the movie Princess Bride, what does ROUS stand for?
Rum punch of unusual size?
Of unusual strength.
Oh.
See?
Yeah, we got
now who's sharp?
We got to workshop these jokes.
Yeah. So that's obviously ruined some unusual size. For boozing in the 80s, this was a tough one. A lot of people didn't get this one. In the movie Arthur, Dudley Moore plays a drunken millionaire playboy, as if there's some other kind.
Not in the world I live in.
What's his character's first and last name? Now, as Brad likes to point out,
the answer is in the question.
We've given you half the answer.
Yeah, something to build on.
Arthur who? I don't know how many people got this right, but it wasn't many.
No, there was a lot of groaning.
Yeah. Answer
is Arthur Beethoven?
Arthur Bach is the correct answer. So that was fun. So we have them. We have 30 more questions to do.
Yeah.
The last day is like stargazing
in 4 parts.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. We were having a great time with it. We're giving away lots of swag. We have beer koozies.
We have wristbands. The beer koozies honestly have a longer use life, so people are happy to have those.
Has the Stuck in 80s logo on it. Has the 80s Cruise logo on it, so that's kind of nice. Last night was really more or less the halfway mark of the cruise, and we were kind of like...
We're flagging.
Yeah, we're showing our age. So we were lucky that we got to host a movie screening on deck that we were able to invite all our 80s friends to, all our Stuck in 80s friends to. And Brad and I picked the movie. We picked Real Genius.
Yeah.
Which, it was so much fun to sit under the stars, nice breeze.
People walking by offering to bring us beers.
Yeah.
For a small fee.
Yeah.
A fee I was happy to pay.
It was like sort of being in a drive-in theater.
Yeah, it kind of was. Yeah.
And it was a nice way to relax. We needed a break from the disco and the
disco. Come on, Dad. We'll interrupt this program so Brad can give Spears CPR.
I did not hear that coming. Hopefully you've been following our adventures on Facebook and social media. If you're seeing any of the ones that we're throwing on the Stuck in the 80s Facebook post or my personal page, or if you're following the 80s Cruise on social media, the photos that you're seeing, they're almost all largely being taken by our friend Beth in Turkey, who is with us on the trip. She is a pro.
She can locate talent. I don't know what she's doing hanging out with us, but she can locate talent like nobody's business. She just has a head for it.
Right.
And
I'm not good at
they're going to be they have an event here, and I kind of know that they're there, so I'm going to place myself in this place so it's like I just organically meet them and take some pictures. Still
to come this week, we're very excited. Tonight the Tubes play. After that we get Berlin, and then after that the final night, Rick Springfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tonight's prom night.
Yeah, what did you bring? Did you bring a tux?
I rented a tux to go with the dress that Katie, get this. So Katie pulled out one of her old winter formal dresses from high school. Oh my God. And I won't say, well, she did have to have it altered. Like, don't hate on her too much. She's not fitting into a dress she wore in high school. But it's pretty great. It's pretty great. So
I brought black jeans, not skinny black jeans, just like extra room around for the butt black jeans, and a shirt that I won't tuck in, and a checkered tie.
We'll take some pictures tonight. I got like a checked black jacket.
Oh, okay.
Red bow tie.
Yeah, I wear the same outfit every year. Like it's almost like in protest that I wear the same outfit every year.
Yeah. So Katie's dress has a black and white check pattern in it.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm trying to stay on theme.
I'm looking forward to being the third wheel as usual.
I got her a lovely fake rose red wrist corsage.
Aw.
Oh, I have some corsages to give away at trivia.
Oh my god, that's good. Yeah, give me one to give to Buckeye Girl.
They're the cheapest things ever. Okay, yeah.
That'd be nice of me to do.
Here, I got you a really cheap corsage.
If we haven't already convinced you to come join us for 2019, let me do so by telling you what you can expect.
Check the lineup.
Yeah, so March 2nd through 9th, 2019, we'll be on the Celebrity Infinity, which is pretty much the same ship, just the sister ship of the Celebrity Summit that we're on now.
Yeah, after we get done with this one this year, they're going to need to clean it up.
Yeah. I have stains on my bed that I cannot explain. Like this one right here. See it?
This is an opportunity for an edit.
I think that's ketchup for my hamburger.
I hope
late
it-
night.
I-
It's ketchup.
May that be true.
Nothing wrong with ketchup in your bed. Next year we have Kenny Loggins, Dee Snider, Berlin. We have Sheila E. When was the last time anybody saw Sheila E. in concert?
Yeah.
Ever? We also have The Fix, who are amazing in concert.
They're so good. They're so good.
OMD, The English Beat,
Grandmaster Flash.
and Cutting Crew.
Hello, Grandmaster Flash.
And I've been told that they're not done. But there's some
There's
other
still
names.
some slots.
There's still some slots to fill. So we don't be surprised if we come back and tell you about another band. And I keep using the royal and the ports are
Yeah.
Key West, Florida.
Never been.
Oh, it's amazing.
Never been. Are you going to be our tour guide there, Spearsy?
I'll even show you the clothing optional bar that I stumbled upon one year. There's a story for you that won't make the podcast anytime soon.
My eyes.
It was dark.
It was dark. I was young.
Yeah. We go to Cozumel, Mexico, Costa Maya, Mexico. I love the Mexican stops.
Yeah.
I always have fun in Mexico. And then Belize. And if you've never been to Belize,
Steve, that's unbelievable.
oh, there we go. I was waiting for that.
I can't resist.
So we'll record one more time. We are planning to record live from onshore at the private island of Coco Key on Friday.
It's going to be great.
Just
All
us.
of the friends of the pod will be there.
You'll hear them.
We will ask them pointed questions.
Oh, and
But wait, there's more.
hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, we're supposed to record a podcast tomorrow that anybody in the ship can come and watch us do, featuring a bunch of special guests. Now, that show we probably won't produce until after we get back on shore.
Right.
So you'll hear it.
You'll probably see that the week after we get back.
Yeah. So we're hoping, we have high hopes for that. Anyway, come join us. We should have a promo code for you soon. It'll probably be stuck. It always has been.
If past is prelude.
But or email us at podcast@sit80s.com. If you have any questions whatsoever, Brad and I are happy to answer them. But in the meantime, until we talk to you from Coco Key, we remain here, hopelessly stuck in the 80s.